Okay everybody, let's get up on pre-test 3. Pre-test 3, we will start on page 4. We're going to continue on page 4. So we must use must or mustn't or don't have to. Must, mustn't or don't have to. Circle the correct answer. So if you want to enjoy your vacation, you make some plans in advance. So they say if you want to enjoy your vacation, you want to go and have a good time, you must make some plans in advance. So you should sit a week or two before your vacation, maybe months before your vacation, and plan out what you're going to do. So you'll look up what's in and around the area, what you want to do. Number 16, you spend a lot of money when you are traveling. You don't have to. You don't need to spend a lot of money when you are traveling. You can do it in cheaper ways. So it is C. You don't have to spend a lot of money when you're traveling. But you can. You can also spend a lot of money. That's why it's not mustn't. And then number 17. When you are traveling, you find yourself without money or food. So when you're traveling, you mustn't. You must not. You mustn't find yourself without enough money or food. You have to plan carefully so that you always have enough money and food. So 15, you must make some plans in advance. 16, you don't have to spend a lot of money when traveling, but you can. And number 17, when you're traveling, you mustn't find yourself without enough money or food. So number 17 won't happen if you do number 15 properly. Part B, model auxiliary verbs. Circle the correct answer. So number 18, he swim, but he hasn't learned to dive yet. So when you start out, you can swim. He can swim, but he hasn't learned to dive yet. So he can swim, but he can't dive. You are joking. That can't be true. That can't be true. And number 20, I speak Japanese, but I know some English. I can't speak Japanese, but I know some English. Now, and let's go to H. Verbs and perception. Verbs and perception. Circle the correct answer. Shh. Can you hear someone up the stairs? So, do you go playing up the stairs, walking up the stairs, or sitting up the stairs? We go walking up the stairs. Number 22. She felt a snake. Whoa, snake. Her foot, and she screamed. But she felt the snake touching her foot, cooking her food, or leaving her food. She felt the snake touching. She felt the snake touching her foot, and she screamed. Wait, then we go to I. Will or be going to. Will or be going to. Circle the correct answer. I hope we see some monkeys when we go hiking. I hope we are going to see some monkeys when we go hiking, or I hope we will see some monkeys when we go hiking. I hope we will. I hope we will see some monkeys when we go hiking. Number 24. A party at my friend's house next weekend. I will a party, or I am going to. I am going to a party at my friend's house. I am going to a party at my friend's house. Okay, great job. Great job. Now we go to the writing, page 5. Let's see our writing. So, number 5 is a short message. We have a short message, 40 to 50 words. You have just won a lot of money in the lottery. Wow, that's exciting. So you have won a lot of money in the lottery. Write a short letter to your best friend and tell them that you won the lottery. So the first part you have to do is tell them that you won the lottery. Then say how much money you have won. So you have to give an amount of money you have won. Then tell them what you're going to do with the money. And ask your friend if there is anything they would like to buy for them. If there is anything they would like you to buy for them. So you have to sit now and think quickly. You receive a lottery ticket you just bought and you've won. Let's say, because we have to give an amount, we've won $10 million. So you must be very, very, very excited. Very excited. So you'll begin by telling your friend, I'm going to write my friend Terry. Hi, Terry. You won't believe what happened. So we start by showing our excitement. You won't believe what happened. Hi, Terry. You won't believe what happened. I just won $10 million. I just won $10 million in the lottery. So remember always to capitalize. Capitalize the name, capitalize the first word of a sentence. Remember your punctuation marks. You won't believe what happened, comma. I always capital. I just won $10 million in the lottery. So, yeah, we told him we've won the lottery and how much in one sentence. We covered both 4 points. How many words have we used? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 12 words. Now we have 38 more to go. 28 to 38 more words where we must tell him what we are going to do with the money. So what will you do with $10 million? So, you won't believe what happened. I just won $10 million in the lottery. Now, I can finally afford the motorcycle. I've always dreamed about. So, this is the first thing I want to do with my 10 million. I want to buy myself a motorcycle or one of my dreams. So, let's continue. I think I should buy two so that we can go on a trip together. So now I want to buy two motorcycles so me and Terry can go on a big trip around Taiwan. Go look at all the beaches and the waterfalls throughout the country. So now we must ask if there anything Terry would like me to buy him. So let's start. What do you think? What do you think? Is there So, what do you think? Is there anything you would like? Remember to use question marks when asking questions. Is there anything you would like? See you next week. Okay, so that's my letter. So, hi Terry, you won't believe what happened. I just won $10 million in the lottery. Now I can finally afford that motorcycle that I always dreamed about. I think I should buy two so that we can go on a trip together. What do you think? Is there anything you would like? See you next week. So that's our short letter. It's a short message to a friend, so it is informal. You don't have to be formal about it. But remember to always use the correct punctuation. Start your sentences with capital letters. Remember to be polite. Greet everybody. Greet the person you are writing to. So that's it for the short message. Now we would go on to our the longer part, the composition, 90 to 100 words. So in this composition, we have to write a composition in which you compare and contrast a balloon and a baseball. So what does the contrast mean? Contrast is the differences between the two. So what is the same, compare them, say what's the same, and say what is different about a balloon and a baseball. In the first paragraph, say how a balloon and a baseball are alike. And in the second paragraph, say how they are different. Use proper capitalization and correct grammar. So, when writing a composition, where do we start? Where do we start? Always with a heading. Give your story a name. So, our story's name is Comparing Balloons to Baseballs. So, on a different piece of paper, I want you to start. So, get a different piece. I want you to start with your story. Start planning your story. So, what do we have? We have balloons and baseballs. So, first paragraph and our second paragraph, we will start planning it. So, our first paragraph would be compare. The second will be the contrast. Let's get 3 marks for each, 3 bullets for each to write our story about. So comparing, you would say, they are the same. They are both round. You can play with both. And you can say both are used at birthday parties. Are used at parties. Now we have to say how they are different. So we can say balloons are soft, baseballs are hard. So balloons are soft and baseballs are hard. What's the second difference between a baseball and a balloon? Baseballs are used for sport. Balloons are just for fun. And our last bullet will be, what do you think? Let's say balloons are cheap. And baseballs are expensive. So here's our planning for our composition. So we compared it, they are both round, you can play with both, and both are used at parties. Then we write the contrast part. Balloons are soft, baseballs are hard. Baseballs are used in sports, balloons are just for fun. And balloons are cheap, baseballs are expensive. So there you have your planning. Now when it comes to writing your story, you have to see what they asked of you. They asked you to say in the first paragraph how they are alike, and in your second paragraph how they are different. So when writing your story, use your planning and write down all the bullets. Remember to use the right words. Remember to use capitalization where it is needed. Use the correct grammar. And always punctuate. At the end of each sentence, remember if it's a question, put a question mark. If you just end the sentence, it's a full stop. If you want to shout something, put an exclamation mark.